Okay, today we're going to look at Pam's property. Now, Pam is having a bit of a conversion issue, and I want to show you how I know that by looking at IntelliHost. This is Pam's IntelliHost dashboard. You can see that she's getting a green check mark for first page impressions, meaning she's beating her competition pretty strongly here. Now, you can see her first page impression rate, meaning the percentage of time she's appearing on first page, is about 50%, which is really, really strong. She's getting more clicks than her competition, but she's not converting those first page impressions into clicks quite as efficiently as her competition. Now, it's not major. She's only down about 4%. And so the thing I really want to focus on here is her conversion. You can see she has a 0.12% conversion rate on average, and her competition is 0.66. So she's getting beat in conversion rate about 5 times. What that means is when people are getting to the landing page, when they're opening up her detail page, this page right here, her competition is 5 times more likely to get booked than she is. So I want to show you what I would dig into if I was having a conversion rate issue, and I think we've nailed the problem. So when I look at Pam's property, the first thing I like to do to diagnosing conversion is going into the guest count and just going all the way up to the top, making sure that there's no additional guest fees. If you do have additional guest fees, that'll crush your conversion rate by about 4 times. So get rid of those if you can, if you've got them. The other thing, looks like her description is really good. I love seeing bullets in that for top part. It's what people are, just put right at the top what people are looking for most. Her top 6 or most recent 6 reviews are strong, so people aren't bouncing for that. And everything else looks strong. So the question is, why is she having a conversion issue? And the answer, I believe, is right here. So when people go to actually book her property, you can see that right here, Pam is requiring guests to answer some questions before they can book. And if you try to confirm and pay without answering that, it forces you to put that in here. Now, what this does is a couple things. This is a barrier. You're asking guests to do something before they can book. Now, I realize why you're doing this. You're trying to avoid parties and things like that. What I'd recommend is just enabling the auto book policy and requiring guests to have a verified identity and good reviews to sift out a lot of those partiers. But this, I am 90% sure, is killing your conversion rate, Pam. Couple reasons. Number one, anytime you put like really big and bold, strong language, whether that be in your description or in your checkout, you're communicating something to a lot of guests that maybe you might be hard to work with. So that's kind of a big turnoff for a lot of guests, even the ones that have every intent to treat your property well. The big, bold, strong language kind of scares people off. So that's something that I would definitely either tone down or remove. Other clients that we've worked with that have removed their required questions have increased their book rate by like 25 times. Like, it's overnight dramatic difference. So highly recommend that, Pam. So if you will make those adjustments, we'd love to do a follow-up video and record the after of what this looks like. So happy optimizing, Pam, and best of luck to you. Okay, folks, it's been 16 days since Pam made that change, and we're going to see how it looks on her property. You can see here, this is the 16 days prior to the change. Remember, the only thing we had her change was removing the required message at checkout. Now, she went from a first page impression rate, meaning the number of times she's appearing on first page, about 50% of the time. Her click rate is about 22%, and her conversion rate was about 0.46%. Okay, fast forward 16 days after the change, her first page impression rate went up about 2%. Hey, wasn't expecting that, but we'll take it. Click rate is about the same, 22%. And here's the big one, conversion rate went up to 1.23%. Remember, it went from 0.46% to 1.23%. Folks, that is almost a 2.5 times increase in conversion rate. And as a result, her bookings, her revenue went from $2,400 to $8,700 in the same time window, 16 days, okay? That's one change, a heck of a lot of money. Congratulations, Pam.